Up. Switching it up for a change. Excuse me. Red cup. Switching it up for a change this time. Just doing some live streaming on YouTube to work on some NgRx stuff. So let me know if I'm also fiddling with my stream setup also, because I tend to mess with that more than when I could just be streaming. But let me know if the audio sounds okay or if it's too low or whatever, and I'll try to adjust it. Move the mic a little closer. If you're in the chat, feel free to say what's up or just hang out. So let's see. If you have any questions while I'm just kind of working and chilling, then feel free. Where do I want to start? Switch over to VS Code here. Hey, Lucas K, how are you? So let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's do the NG update way, and hopefully my connection doesn't crumple. NG update. I always forget which one of these is first. I think it's CLI first. That's nice. Bazel TypeScript. Install 4.2.4. Hey, Chow. Good morning. How are you? Doing something a little different this time. I usually stream on Twitch, but I'm trying to test out streaming on YouTube, and I also want to see if I can get this chatbot working for YouTube, and maybe I won't completely destroy my API calls this morning or my YouTube quota, but we'll see. But thanks for stopping in or dropping by. I was trying to decide whether I was going to lay low today, or not with all the ruckus that I caused yesterday. But why not? It wasn't it wasn't meant to be harmful or anything. So maybe I was hungry or something. But it goes like that sometimes. Okay, so I was able to do a force on the update. I'll say this up front, I have not I've done this walkthrough of updating to Angular 12 kind of just in passing, but I'm trying it for real this time, so we'll see. Yeah, blame it on hunger. I should have just went and eaten a snack instead instead of instantly replying to the tweet, but it's fine. Installing packages. What about you, Chow? You got anything coming up soon? Any new streams or anything? Oh, that's nice. Updating Zone.js. Removing deprecated options from Angular JSON that are no longer present. What are those options? Updating Zone.js. Permission denied on component store examples, component store paginator. Neat. Okay, let's see. Projects. Content examples. Polyfills. Overwrite. Oh, it's probably because the polyfill or the example apps are generated and we don't know how to skip those. I don't know what all migrations it needs to run for updating Zone.js. Okay, let's try it again. I think it's migrations only. Single package. Okay, half of this is me just not using NgUpdate enough, apparently. I think Angular CLI is okay, so let's see about Angular Core. Removes can activate from a route config when a redirect to is also present. Interesting. XHR factory. Okay, I haven't used that one, so let's try the Angular CLI one and see if it gets all the way through. Okay, more permissions, errors. Just overwrite that and run it again. Why do you need to overwrite these files? Paginator service. Okay, probably gonna run into the same issues I ran into with the other one. So let's see. Environment. Overwrite. Polyfills. Hopefully it doesn't do this for all my examples, or I might just nuke the examples folder altogether. It's either gonna go well or it's gonna go poorly if I nuke all the things inside the project's NgRx folder, because I don't want to update that just yet. So let's try it. Okay, that seemed to do what I wanted it to do. Let's try this update again. Okay, so we got through that time. Updating zone.js. Remove emit meta decorator metadata TypeScript compiler option. Okay. Lazy loading syntax. Remove deprecated view engine based I18 and build and extract options. Okay, let's see. Next 8. Chore update to Angular 12. Next. Just got back. Gotta give room up for the baby, and I couldn't find my AirPods. Hey, no problem. I'm just kind of working through upgrades here. I ended up just nuking the NgRx projects folder to see if that would help with the migration, because it was complaining about something. Let's see. What's next? I got everything updated. Do a yarn. Okay, so yarn build. Well, one thing that I do want to try, or that's coming in Angular 12 anyway, is updating libraries to use the new partially Ivy compiled libraries. So let's see what that is about. See if there are any docs on that. Docs. Next. Old RC. There we go. Tools, tutorials. Ivy compatibility guide. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. New tools. Yeah, I'm trying to, let's see. Maybe it's in here. Documentation for Angular linker. Angular version 12. Here we go, building libraries. Won't sift through all the comments and stuff. Just want to look at some instructions. Refactoring parts into a library. Publishing, NgPackager. Linking libraries. Building libraries with Angular linker. Oh, where is it? Publishing npm packages. Okay. So I think let's go back through here. No, this fails. Okay, no package JSON in here or tsconfig. So yarn lock there. Tools. Let's see. GCC validation. Projects. Okay, that was just in December, so it's probably tsconfig app. Let's see, Ivy. Live Googling, here we go. Ivy engine in Angular. I'll look at this one first. I think I already skipped through it, but opting out. Creating libraries. Okay, I think this is just a thing I just read on. I just read on the GitHub repo. So let's see. Here we go. Of course, Lego comes through with the blog post. Ivy library compilation, design doc. Okay, so right now I have tsconfig build. I have enable Ivy set to false. Let's switch back. Enable Ivy set to false. But the docs say I should set this to true and set compilation mode to partial. Libraries that are Experimentally remove compatibility for IV applications not yet IV enabled. To use IV compilation. You can't see what I'm seeing. To use IV compilation for libraries published in NPM, configure as follows. Compilation mode partial. Libraries using a monorepo such as Angular CLI and NX, you can simply use enable IV equals true. Compilation mode partial is required only for libraries that publish to NPM also. Okay. Interesting. G factories. This must be showing the old method. NgCC. Pre-published compilation. Okay. I think that gives me what I'm looking for. So I want to enable IV true. Compilation mode equals partial. Let's see. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Come back again next time. Let's see where I'm at on songs here. Let's switch that one back. Oh yeah, I didn't see the link. It must be blocking it in the chat or something. Cool. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for next time, and if you haven't already. But thanks. Let's see. It's not showing me who is. Okay, that seems a bit loud. Okay. Yeah, it's not giving me any settings for the Stream app here. So let's see, NX build store. Okay. TypeScript sources. Schematics. Shouldn't have to change anything about those. Okay, so it looked like it compiled everything expected. I think when I ran through this last time, I had some errors. I'll have to update these versions also, but I don't have to do that right now. Just kind of digging around here to see. I don't know exactly what the differences are. Ivy compile versus or partial Ivy compilation versus regular. But everything seemed to work like it was supposed to. Yeah, Chow, I'll have to check on the links because I'm not sure why it's not sharing them. Let's see if I can see them in Restream chat. Oh yeah, Restream chat doesn't load the previous chat. Okay, so that one seems to be okay. So let's update some other ones. Got component, which this were more projects, I'll probably end up writing a schematic, but since we only have a few, and I think Alan from the Angular CLI team just recently opened a PR that helps with the build process, so might take a look at that too. So we can maintain some good compatibility there for the upcoming release. We'll see what breaks. Schematics, I shouldn't have to change that because schematics is just a straight TypeScript compilation. And store dev tools. So save those. See, components, component store, data. Store has, I wonder if I have to, yeah. I have, store has a testing library and so does effects. But that one does, okay, there it is. I didn't update those. Let's see. I think that's it. Going to delete this folder here. Let's see, where am I? Let's see. Okay. Let's build all the things. While that is building, check my other screen here. And we'll see if something blows up or doesn't blow up, which would be nice because then I can just open a PR and update it maybe until Angular 12 gets released. So let's see. Data. Okay. Sorry, just checking my. I gotta check these quotas on YouTube. Make sure I'm not hammering the limits here. But it looks like it's building fine. I'm gonna switch over to the browser here really quick and check out this PR that Alan submitted. Don't include unneeded files in distributed packages. Skip template code gen. Okay. Redundant files are being included in the package libraries for testing. Updates to tsconfig to enable skip template code gen. I ran into this also with someone had filed an issue and I had to turn, or in the project they had to turn template code gen off. The chat on my screen stopped scrolling. Yeah, it's the chat is a work in progress. Actually, I am so is it safe to assume, sorry I missed the question. Is it safe to assume that NgRx 12 will only work in Angular Ivy? That I don't know for sure, but that is not what we will be aiming for. So we usually stay pretty in line with what Angular upstream does. So if they're still supporting View Engine in 12, then we'll still have the backwards compatibility there. And I think that's what the partial, maybe that's what the partial compilation mode is for. I'm not exactly sure. Originally, NGCC temporary until View Engine was removed. Angular Ivy library compiler is Ivy native. Okay, so I think I think what happens is we can run the Ivy compiler over the libraries, but we can run the Ivy compiler over the libraries, but NGCC will still be responsible for now for converting that back to View Engine code, View Engine compatible code, I believe. I have to read more to find out, but I think that this will allow us to maintain that compatibility there. Okay. Yeah, and about the chat, I was saying that's a work in progress. I am the chat on the right side of the screen. I have written a ChatBot for YouTube, and I'm testing it out to see if it actually works without hammering my YouTube API quota. So yeah, the messages come in, but if they should just list there. But if there's an issue there, then I'll have to look at it afterwards. So I'll have to drop off here in a few minutes. But it at least seems to work as far as showing the messages as they come in. Showing the messages as they come in on the right side of the screen, which is what I'm kind of aiming for, because that's kind of what you get with Twitch chatbots. Okay, so run example build. Support for IE11 was requested. Okay. Post CSS. Okay, so I'm getting a post CSS error with building the example app, which is fine for now. So docs, so those three probably failed, maybe failed because of the same thing. But at least all the libraries built, which is good. So let's see what else. I have all my, I don't know about the CDK. I should have updated that too, but that's more for the example app and not for the library. So I think I'm okay there. But we'll go ahead and update it. Angular CDK material. Next. And this is a good test that I can update Angular, even though I'm still on NX version 11, because those are pretty decoupled from each other. So TypeScript 4.2.4, interesting. Repository is not clean. Yes, I know. Commit, update ts config files for IV compilation. Let's try that again. Next.6. Jordan, what's up? How are you? Thanks for popping in. How are you and Wes doing over there? I'm still trying to find a good consistent day to stream on, and I'm like doing YouTube, which is different, so we'll see how it goes. And I guess my audio sounds okay because you can hear me, so. Yes, I'm right there with you, Chow. I hope they release that new MacBook Pro 16 also. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the live coding habit. I'm just trying out YouTube for a change. Like I said, I usually do it on Twitch, but could not find TypeScript project. Okay, that's fine. Trying out YouTube for a change, and also gives me an opportunity to try out the ChatBot that I'm working on. So, and live Googling, that's right. I don't have a problem Googling on camera because I Google when the camera's off anyway. Everybody does. If you can't, I don't have the the instructions to how to compile Ivy libraries in my brain, and I don't need to. Hammer JS migration for Angular components not able to migrate tests. That's cool. I don't think I need that at the moment. I have to look into that example app issue because we definitely want to make sure that the example app builds. And after this finishes, I think we'll wrap it up. Cause gotta get to work stuff. So I gotta get that plug in. If you like the live stream, I'm gonna continue to do them. We'll see if I do more on YouTube or not. But if you like the live stream, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll say it at the end. Add, update, Angular material. Where I can track where I was. Cool. So I got Ivy libraries built. I'll see about maybe pushing this branch up and see. Well, I know what breaks and what doesn't so far, so I'll push it up and maybe push these up to like a separate repo and see what happens there. But yeah, thanks everyone for who all popped in. And Jordan, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. And with that, I will see you all next time.